Hey everybody, Kobosk here, and I've got another video for Lineage for you. So I wanted to, hopefully I'll make this one short, it won't be nearly as long as the other ones, but can't make any promises. So I'd like to talk about loadouts and autoing, what we call back in the old days, macroing, basically just running a series of events over and over again to increase your skill. So without further ado, where was I going to go with this? Okay, so one of the problems with autoing is that, we'll go ahead and auto that just to show you what we're doing. We're using up mana here, and if I go and leave this AFK, I'm going to end up using my potions. So it's going to end up, by the time I get back on it again, I'm not going to have any potions or anything like that. So what I do, and I'll show you here, and let's turn the auto off. Okay. So what we want to do is go to settings. And over here, go to battle. And then here you could actually set how often, or what percentage of health or mana that you auto use your potions. I have them set for 50%. So they won't use it as often, but they'll still end up using it eventually. So what we do to combat that is what we're going to do is we're going to change loadout. And before I do, and how you do that, and I'll show you how in a moment. If you look here on the bottom right corner, you see that little number 1 in the blue circle. Those are loadouts. What is a loadout? A loadout is where you can set your skills. As you can see, all my skills disappeared. You can also preset your equipment. As you can see, if you watch my guy here, let's put him in the light. Let's see if we can move him in the light here. Okay, so we can see his equipment, right? Okay, what happens when we change the loadout to a setting I haven't touched yet? His equipment's gone. So you can actually set your equipment as well. So how do we do that? Let's go back to 2. Go to the little menu here, go to your character, and you want to go to skills. So here we have our skills. So the first thing we're going to do is we will look at the loadout button that I hit the number 2. I didn't mean to do that here, but we can change our skills. We can change our settings, or we can move these up or down depending on what type of loadout we want. And we can change our, come on, go up one more 50%. Okay, and we can also change our equipment for this specific loadout. So you can make loadouts for fighting solo, you can make loadouts for fighting in PvP, you can make loadouts for basically whatever event you want. So right now I have it set for 1 is just my everyday stuff, and then 2 I have set for just autoing. And so we go look at 3, we have no equipment, everything's set to default. And then we have our skills up top here. So what you do is you go to say, okay, I want change my skills. You can say change. And now we can say register skill. And it gets a little arrow there. We can put that there. And we say register skill. Come on. There we go. And then we have a little arrow. We can put it on whatever one we want. First, second, or third. And then if you want to remove a skill, you click on the remove button right underneath that skill and it automatically removes it. Remove and remove. So now we have no skills whatsoever on loadout number 3. We can close that out and we can change our equipment. So if you have different sets of equipment for different things, because with your equipment you also get different, you can see you got your soul crystal slot there, your gem slots. You're going to have different gems. You can also have different stats. Let's look at this. So we got critical damage increase rate, and 15% bonus damage. So depending on what type of attributes your weapons have, you can say, I want this attribute for Guild War, I want this attribute for Dungeon, and so on and so forth. So you can have multiple equipments for different things. But right now, I mean, being low level that I am, I'm only 34, I'm just going to equip the best equipment that I have right now, because I don't have anything to go with it. But once you get to, like, you know, SR equipment and all that fun stuff, and you want to keep playing, so then you can make another SR equipment with different stats and so on and so forth. So that's that. So that's changing out the loadout. And so now that I got changed my loadout to Loadout 2, there we go. And then now we can just go ahead and say auto, and we're out here autoing all by ourselves. And you want to find an area that's high enough level that you can combat monsters that isn't going to damage your health too bad or not at all. So you're not using up your health potions. I'm probably fighting monsters that are doing a little bit of damage to my health. As you can see, it is going down a little bit. And kind of going up and going down, so it's kind of fluctuating a little bit. So I will end up using my potion eventually once it gets to about 50% health, but it'll be a while before it uses up again, so I'm not using my health potions constantly. I'll also turn off my little purple thingies here, the little, I forget what they're called, soul shot. Turn that off so I'm not wasting those during this, and I'm just going to wait until I get enough equipment. Another thing you can do with your equipment here, your inventory, I should say, you can buy more inventory space, so that way you can carry more items, obviously. But what that means is that if I had 300 slots available, then I can auto without having to worry about filling up that inventory space. Because once that inventory space fills up, you're just wasting space. You're attacking stuff and you're not getting any equipment. You're not picking anything up because you have no space available. So you're losing out on potential income as well as material for, you know, upgrading your equipment. Another thing you can do in settings here, if you go to, where is it? I think it's actually in settings. And we can go to battle. Yes, that's right. Oop. And here we can do auto battle radius. So if you don't want to go too far, you can do melee, close combat, or distant. And then you can do auto loot. So I can auto loot B and up. This way I'm not picking up any C class items. That way my inventory doesn't fill up as fast, but I'm only going to pick up B or higher, which in these zones you're not getting a whole lot of B anyway. So I put it at C for now, and just let it go. And I try to look at it every once in a while just to make sure that I'm not, my bag is not full. And then of course you can do auto void battles against elites or stronger monsters if your character is in a place that would not last very long without your attention. So that is it. That's my tips on autoing. And why? Oh, and wherever you start your auto, he will return to that place. So if we go like right here and we do auto, so here we go. He'll run out here as long as there's another mob that's close by. He'll run to it. If there is no more mobs close by, he'll run back to the spot where you clicked the auto. So this is a good way to help get your health back up if you're in a zone that does enough damage to you, like I had earlier. So he'll clear this area and then run back. And then as soon as another mob respawns, he'll run back out again and then run back to safety. Gives him enough time to, you know, auto health regeneration, health regeneration. Anyway, I think that's enough for now. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that little tip there, and good luck to you guys.